Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that old line. Car insurance cost the owner.
What is going on, Raider Nation? What is going on? It is your boy Darian coming to you live with another video. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. And this is your first time ever being at our YouTube page, I would suggest that you subscribe and hit the bell button and get the latest news and all Raiders news. But we're back here with another Raiders video. And before we get into this video and before we get into this prediction for the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Kansas City Chiefs, I would like to tell you that Las Vegas Raiders, well, Spotlight Raiders Talk, as you can say, merch is here. If you can see the hat here, Spotlight Raiders Talk. If you see the t-shirt, Spotlight Raiders Talk, just make sure you hit the link in the description if you want to get Spotlight Raiders Talk gear. If you want to be a part of the memberships of Spotlight Raiders Talk, the link is in the description. And you want to check out any other articles that we have, which will be SpotlightSportsNetwork.com, and we have the Raider Nation Discord. The link is in the description as well. So let's get straight into this video. All right, y'all. So we're here talking about Week 5, knowing that the Las Vegas Raiders is 2-2 going into Arrowhead against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I know a lot of stuff been going on with this channel. A lot of stuff been going on with this channel in the last week, but I promise y'all that I would give y'all more content as much as I can. And now I'm here doing my final predictions for the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, I have to say there's a few things that I do want to get into when it comes to this situation here. And now what I have to say is this. The Raiders have to be perfect. That's one thing I'm going to say here. The Raiders have to be perfect, and even coming into a game on a short week, the Kansas City Chiefs will be the heavily favored, knowing they will be the heavily favored going into this game against us on Sunday. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders, I can say, started the 2020 campaign at 2-1 in the victories against two NFC South teams, which was the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. But since then, it's been on a downhill for us, and I'm just being real about it. It's really been on a downhill slope as injuries and inconsistent play has forced the Raiders to lose 2 straight. Now, including the winnable game against the Buffalo Bills this, last weekend. We should have won that game, but things happen, and now you got to move on to the Super Bowl champions and the best team in football. And as we turn the page to Week 5, let's go straight into it. Now, I feel like Trayvon Mullen needs to play better against the Kansas City Chiefs as he struggled against Stephon Diggs in the Raiders' Week 4 loss against the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Chiefs have a dominant wideouts with guys like Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins and McCole Hardman, and just a shortage of weapons for Patrick Mahomes. Even with a Travis Kelce in the passing game, you definitely need to try to find ways to have Trayvon Mullen to play another game. And in addition, Las Vegas Raiders need Corey Littleton to finally step up and be the player that we spent so much money on, which we really didn't. I think $30 million was not that much in my opinion, but to each his own. But like as coverage against like Travis Kelce, and it will be definitely big for us on Sunday. Now, this is an area that the Raiders have been gashed by the Chiefs in the past years, and hopefully the addition to the elite coverage linebacker would definitely help fill that void. Now, I can say is this, that the Chiefs defense dominated Monday night against the New England Patriots. I watched that full game last week, and I'm just like, I am nervous going into this game. Now, the Chiefs defense struggled at times against Monday night. I mean, the Chiefs offense, I'm sorry. The Chiefs offense struggled at times on Monday night against a good New England Patriots defense. They did, struggle against the Chargers as well a few weeks back, but their defense do step up in big times as they have guys up front who can get the push, and their secondary is led by Tyrann Mathieu that came up big with a pick 6 against those New England Patriots. But a lot of focus is put on Mahomes in this Chiefs offense, but the defense is actually what has been the best in the league this season. Now, Steve Spagnuolo is really tough here. He is really tough, and he would like to get to the quarterback. This is not a great recipe for success for the Raiders this weekend, but they will have to play perfect. They have to play a perfect brand of football if they want to come out of Arrowhead with a victory. and I have to agree. And shout out to justblogbaby.com. Shout out to justblogbaby.com, because I have to agree what they said in this article, due to the fact that we can't have no penalties, we can't give up no sacks. We have to play the best football that we have to play if we want to come out with a win in Arrowhead. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But there's some other things that I do want to get into this preview, because at the end of the day, this is going to be a tough game for the Raiders. It's going to be a tough game, and I feel like the Raiders offensive line is coming back, knowing when Trent Brown was a full participant in practice today, and Henry Ruggs and Trent Brown has been listed as questionable to play in this game. Brian Edwards has been considered out of this game, and it's going to be other things I'm going to talk about on here too. But this Raiders game, we have to think about it, that David Carr, my God, Derek Carr is 0-8 at Arrowhead Stadium. That is a big stat to listen to right there. He is 0-8 at Arrowhead Stadium, and I feel like this is the time that Derek Carr, when he said all week that he's tired of losing, now it's time to put your money where your mouth is, because even though you say that you're tired of losing, the question is, will the rest of the team have your back? And I feel like they will have his back at the end of the day. The Kansas City Chiefs are a dynamic offense. I'm not taking nothing away from them. And I feel like even though I had to do my pick'em and I had to pick the Kansas City Chiefs, knowing that I'm a Raiders fan, it cringed me a lot that in my pick'em lead I had to pick the Kansas City Chiefs. But I would not be surprised if we give the Kansas City Chiefs their first loss. You just never know week in and week out how teams are going to do, how they're going to be good, how they're going to be bad. They did struggle against the Chargers defense, but that Chargers defense is better than our defense as well. But Patrick Mahomes, he haven't thrown an interception. Derek Carr has not thrown an interception. Our offensive line have to keep Derek Carr clean if we want to win this game, and we have to establish a running game. We have to establish a running game just like they will with Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Damian Williams in their backfield. And we have to sustain all these weapons that the Kansas City Chiefs has on defense. And the defense, this is your time to step up. Because if we go on national television and we get embarrassed, then Paul Guttner needs to be fired. That's just my personal opinion. But I feel like this game is going to be a very exciting game. I think that the Raiders can score on this defense. Derek Carr is better than Stidham and better than Brian Hoyer. So if Cam Newton was there with the New England Patriots, that game would have been different on Monday night. But it is what it is. The Patriots is not us. I think Derek Carr is starting off to a tremendous year outside of the fumbles that he do have. But I feel at the end of the day that I really trust the Raiders to win this game. But if I got to go with the Kansas City Chiefs, it is what it is. I'm just being a realistic fan, and I'm not going to be biased towards the Raiders because I know that we struggle defensively. And like I said, we have to play perfect. We have to play perfect if we want to win this football game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. At the end of the day, man, this prediction is going to be hard for me to pick the Kansas City Chiefs, but I have to. I have to, because at the end of the day, the Raiders have to come in there and play perfect. And the three things that they have to do: stop Patrick Mahomes, not really Patrick Mahomes, but like stop their weapons. Our defense got to pin their ears back and play dominant defense without any flags. Our offensive line has to block, but it's going to start in the trenches. At the end of the day, y'all, the Raider Nation, I'm still here. I'm still rocking with the Raider Nation, and I really hope that we could come out and get this win this weekend. And please do not forget, at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing a live play-by-play and reaction of this game on this channel, which is the Spotlight Raiders Talk. You do not want to miss this, so make sure you turn on all your notifications so you can be in the chat with us and hang out with us while we watch this game. But that is it, y'all. That is it. That is my Las Vegas Raiders and Kansas City Chiefs Week 5 predictions, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the all.